Welcome to Tech Brothers with Amir. In this video, we're going to learn about date and time functions, and especially we're going to talk about current date and time functions. There are a lot of date and time functions that I'm going to explain in next videos, but we will be starting with this current date and time. So here what I'm doing in this line of code, I'm creating a dummy data frame. So I'm calling a df is equal to spark.range. So it's going to create a dummy data frame with the column id, and the range is equal to 1. That means only one record. So it's going to start with 0 record. So if I will say like 10, then it's going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9. So but in my case, I just need one column, and then one value is fine. And what it will do, it will create me a dummy data frame so I can use in the select statement. So when I'm using those functions, so see right there is id and 0. Now I'm all good with this data frame. And here I'm saying data frame df select, and now I want to add, maybe let's say if I want to add id, I can add the id as well. So there is no really value in that. And here I'm using a current date, and then that's the function I'm using to get the current date as a date type column, and then alias, and I'm saying current date. So if I will execute this, what's going to happen is going to add a new column called current date to my data frame. I already have 0 record in this, so one record actually total, one row. So id 0, and then current date, that's the current date. So 25/4/07. Now if I want to use the current date, that's fine. curdate, that's one function I can use, or I can use the current underscore date function as well. This will do the same thing. If I will use id here, and then that's our column. So id is my column here, and then I use current date and alias as the current date column, and then I said show. So what it's going to do, it's going to create a new column called the current date. So and the value is right there. So whatever the current date you have. Now if you want to return the current timestamp as a timestamp at your query start, you can do that. So you will do that. So df.select, here is a list of the column you will provide. I'm not actually providing any column name here, and I'm using this function called the current timestamp, and then alias as a current timestamp. So it's going to just give me the current timestamp. So if I will execute, I'm going to get this value right there. So I could have added the id, or any other data frame columns if I have, but I'm just going to show you. So this is a method or a function you will be using often when you need to return the current timestamp. Now if you want to say now, that's also going to be like a current timestamp, and it return you timestamp type as well. So you can use even now function. So df.select data frame.select, and I'm saying now alias as now, show truncate is equal to false. So don't truncate, because the length of that can be long, and I don't want to truncate any values, and it's going to show me the same date timestamp. Now you can have multiple options. See right there, you can use current timestamp, or you can use now, and then there is another one. You can return the current timestamp without time zone information. So here you will say local timestamp, and then you can alias whatever you want to. Here I'm aliasing to the local timestamp, and then show, and the truncate is equal to false, because I would like to see all the value for this method to return. So see right there, I have a date, and here is a timestamp. So I have that. Here if I want to return the sessions local time zone as a string, so this is my Spark session, and if I want to check the local time zone for this session, I can use current time zone function to get that information. That's easy. Data frame dot select, then provide the list of the columns, and also use this function. So in this case, I have only id column. So if I want to use that as well, I can use, no problem at all, and execute my code, and I have alias this as a time zone. So you can see that id 0, time zone etc utc. So this is how you will use the different functions to get current date and time in PySpark. I thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.